In order to log into your new email account, you must create a password. The requirements are the password needs to be 8 characters long, consisting of 5 lowercase letters followed by 3 numbers. If you're allowed to use a character more than once, how many different possibilities are there for the passwords? So we can think about each of those characters. And then let's think about the first 5 are supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are supposed to be letters, and the last 3 is supposed to be numbers. So for the letters, we could have A to Z. For any one, we have those same letters available, because it does say that we can do repeats. You're allowed to use a character more than once, which means we're doing with. We're allowed to use a character more than once, so that means we're doing with replacement. Once we use a character, we're putting it back into the pool of available characters. So we still have A to Z for every character in our password. And then when we look at the numbers, now that we're at the numbers part, there we have the choices 0 through 9. And there are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 possibilities there. So we can write this down. And 0 to 9, 0 to 9, because we can replace again. And the first one, A to Z, that's going to be 26 possibilities. Each time we have all the characters available, so 26 for each one of them. And then 10 for each of the numbers, because again, we have all the numbers available every time with replacement. So we can rewrite this as 26 to the 5th power times 10 to the 3rd power. Remember, the fundamental counting principle says you can just multiply all of these numbers together to find out how many possibilities you have. So if I use my calculator, 26 to the 5th power times 10 to the 3rd power. And I get a really giant number. And it's written in scientific notation, so let's talk about that real quick. 81376 times 10 to the 10th. Remember, with scientific notation, if you have a positive exponent, it means you need to make your number bigger. So we need to move the decimal place to the right. So it's going to go that way 10 places, and I end up with 11, 881, 376, and then 3 zeros. And that is how many possible passwords. And we made this one fairly simple because we didn't even say that you could use any digit or letter for each of the positions. We just limited it a little bit. So if you add on A through Z, also uppercase A through Z, also 0 through 9, also special characters like you can for most of your passwords now, that makes the possibilities just for one character passwords pretty great. And then when you combine it with eight required characters, you're going to have a lot of possibilities. We wouldn't be able to get it all on our calculator.